Good morning, students of class 9. Today we'll continue our history, forest society and colonialism. Today we'll do 2.2 part 2.2. How did forest rule affect cultivation? Yesterday we have talked about shifting cultivation. Forest dwellers, they practiced shifting cultivation and it was banned by the Europeans, by the British government, and their lives were severely affected. Now, here shifting cultivation was banned. Till there we have finished. They were not allowed to enter the forest. The forest people were removed from the forest. If anyone caught in the forest stealing, hunting, stealing wood, grazing animals or hunting, they were severely punished. We have talked about that. Now, number B, today we will do this much. European foresters, forest department regarded this practice as very, very harmful. So Europeans thought that shifting cultivation is very, very harmful for the forest, for the economy of the Britishers. Why? Because they thought, Britishers or forest department, they thought that the land used by shifting cultivators could not allow trees to grow for timber. They wanted timber for manufacturing of ships and preparing sleepers for railways. So they thought that if they keep on cutting down trees and burning them and do cultivation in the forest, in this way trees were not allowed to grow there. So trees were not allowed to grow there. So how can we have the timber for our purpose? So in this way they thought that the land used by shifting cultivators will not allow the trees to grow for timber production. So number one, because they thought. Number two, when the forest was burnt, when the shifting cultivators, they cut down and burn the forest, there is likelihood of spreading the flames to other areas of the forest and destroy the forest. The British, they thought that when the forest was burnt, there is an added danger of the flames spreading. That's why it should be banned. Third point, it also made it harder for the British government to calculate the taxes as they keep on moving from one area to another area. How could they calculate the tax? How would they collect the tax from these foresters if they keep on moving? So in this way, British thought, that's why shifting cultivation is very, very harmful for production of timber as well as for the British government. It's not wise, so they thought. And that's why they banned shifting cultivation because of a number of reasons. Whatever Britishers thought was correct, but regarding the local people, they find it very, very difficult to survive. What was the consequences? Now let's talk about the consequences. We have already talked about, but anyway, let's revise it now. As a result of the banning of shifting cultivation, as a result, many forest communities were displaced from their home in the forest. So they were removed, they were thrown out from the forest, they were not allowed to enter the forest. Forest was their home, so they were displaced from their homes in the forest and had to change their occupations, has to change their way of living. So while some resisted, some of the people they resisted, but their resistance was suppressed, they were caught, prisoned, punished. Some of them resisted through large or small rebellions. Rebellion means to speak against, to raise a voice against, but their voices and rebellions were suppressed by the Britishers. So this was for today. Now in our next class we will do who could hunt. Here again a lot of points are there. Who could hunt? So previously foresters used to hunt and they managed to survive. Not only that, in India the kings, they used to hunt once in a while as a sports. The hunting was done by the Indians, especially the kings, nobles and ministers, officials, as well as the forest people. Forest people for their survival. and for the ministers and kings and royalties for sports. Once in a while, sometimes they used to go. That was the tradition in India. But once the Britishers came, this practice was not allowed. And who could hunt then? The Britishers, they thought that these wild animals are the sign of savage society. So these animals should be eliminated. So they thought that way. Wild animal is considered as savage societies, very primitive life. So these animals have to be eliminated, and prizes were given to the people for killing the wild animals such as tiger, lions, bears, and so on. So in this way we'll talk about in our next class about who could hunt, and that much for today. I'll provide you question answer for your English, and you go through that assignments and keep on doing your work sincerely at home. You should not waste your time. So it's my advice to you. You should go through your book properly. Self-study is very, very important. So you go through the book. I will provide you certain points. You copy it out if you want. It will help you a lot. You can copy it out, put a pause, or take the screenshot. Somehow you use your head and copy it out and make a separate copy for each and everything. Okay, now that's all for today, and we'll meet in the next class about who could hunt. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for watching the video. Okay, all the best.